if you're 40 years old, you're fucked. Like you're never gonna find love.
I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself.
I am currently really struggling to understand the universe's plan for me.
Why the universe's plan for me? I can't believe it that there are people who actually believe in the thing that like the universe has a plan for me. There is someone who is deciding my fate right now. Yeah, man, the universe doesn't give two flying tight balls about your predicament. I'm sorry. That's why she's single. Oh, frick.
This whole dating thing, especially at my age, over 50, is just...
Dating in your 40s sucks.
It sucks. It's absolute malarkey.
Why does it have to...
Bro, they could just stay home and play The Sims. Like, it would be so good. Why you wanna go out and do that? Yeah, or Inzoi. It just came out. Apparently it's really good. There are already mods to uncensor the ulala scenes. Why would you not just get comfy? Yeah, why
so
waste
bad.
energy?
I literally don't understand.
There is no way that she's over 40. I don't believe that. She's not. She's faking it. She's young. What are you doing here? She's young.
Understand why I'm struggling so hard. I just don't get it. It has been several years. I think it was over a year I had a date, and then it's been several years since then.
If I have to go through one more talking stage, I'll lose my mind.
Oh my god, it's so draining. Dating is draining.
But then just stay alone. Independent lady. Yahoo? Question mark. Yeah? Crazy, I still have many stories.
I got paid today. You are the broke honest coup.
What?
And damn, I forget to buy more shiny.
Shiny? Did you just call me broke? Uncalled for. Hey, Cluckan! Not the tight balls.
I just can't keep doing
Tight
it.
balls, the bonk.
Thanks.
Tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired.
Whenever I even get the tiniest glimpse of hope, it immediately disappears.
How many kids do you have?
I kind of understand where they are coming from. The thing is that I feel like the society kind of killed off all the spots where people could meet up and date. Because, no, hear me out. Like, let's say you want to get yourself a girlfriend. Where do you go? I actually do not know where people meet up. Like, there's nothing. Where do you go? Like, back then it used to be like that, oh, people live together. You don't go to school anymore. Mental institute? How often do you go to mental institute? Just download one. Science club? I don't think so. And there are like... Okay, I would never go to a club, okay? I went once, there was a guy tried to grab my ass. I was like, Jesus Christ, brother, and I left. That was my experience with clubbing. So I would never go to a club. I would never install a dating app because that's weird. Cults? Any local cults in my area? Normal experience? Try? Did he succeed? No, I had a friend who was standing between me and the person, and he was just like staring the other guy down. And I was like, thanks, bro. I am going home. And he was like, understandable. Have a safe trip home. So that was it. So that's not for me. Dating apps also not for me. Going outside, where to? The only thing I could think about is like maybe you go to like a doggy park and you find yourself a cute doggy owner guy, question mark? Like, you know, like how they did it in the Dalmatian cartoon or something. But other than that, I don't know. I saw a video. It was like a girl pretending to be lost at the Gundam section. So I'm strongly considering that if you get lost in a comic store or a Warhammer 40k section, that also could work. It might need to test it out. I will do like a paper over it. Wait, Scoot, do you go outside? Barely. Barely.
Have. And how old?
Church or gym? Okay, I would rather tie up my balls than meet someone in a church, okay? Like, that would not end well. Gym... Gym would be good, but I'm lazy. In the gym, you actually have to work out. Oh no. Hell no, gym is a no-go. Okay, then I am literally out of options, ladies and gents. Mostly gents, because we don't have ladies here. Yeah, writing a paper, how to date. I mean, at this point, we do need it. Like, where do you go? Okay, where do you lads go out to meet ladies? If you do go out to meet ladies. Nowhere? We don't? I don't? I don't anymore. We don't. Go out? I don't. We don't. Go out? Ha 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 ha. We don't. Ha ha, good one. We don't. I don't. I just use apps. EU outside. They come to me. Okay, Mr. Chad. Heavy metal bar. Friends. Work. You're asking the right people, clearly. Listen. There are thriving men with tight balls among us, okay? There must be. Chances are there is someone hiding. Yeah, only thing I do outside is work, and then that's like 100% man. Wait, where are the women? Do women not work? We don't go outside? I tried on the street. Ooh, how did it turn out? We are all maidenless. Oh no. Wait, do I need to show my tight balls outside now? No. If you get arrested, you cannot clip and quote me on it, okay? No, don't do that.
How old are they? We are in our mid-40s to early 50s, Greg. Our kids are grown. They ain't looking for a new daddy. I am.
Oh. I'm noting it down. Daddy issues never fade.
Looking for a new partner in your 30s, 40s, or beyond?
Lady, I'm here. Do you want her number? She is not crazy. She's just missing her D. Her daddy and her D.
Very hard. And let's face it, women around this age struggle in modern dating. But why? Why are they struggling?
Yeah, you date people and like sparks fly, and then it's just like, oh, I found better.
Oh, I went on a second date with somebody else and connected with them, and I want to try to pursue that. You were great, though. You were great.
I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person.
But that's wholesome. Someone date this lady. Anyone into cougars? She wants to make coffee for you, and she wants to hold your tight balls.
I want my person.
She wants her person.
Why is it so hard to find your person?
Why is it so hard for older women to find?
You're not gonna believe this. Dating at 72. Ooh. Bro, listen, if I'm going to be 72, I will have a long yearly subscription for whatever MMO that will be running in that time. And I will go out with the doggies, and then I will come back, I will throw a toy, and then I will be online, and that's it. Like, I would not go out at 72 to date. I mean, no offense to this lady, like, all the power to her, but Jesus Christ. I'm just going to become like an artisanal baker or something. Make some cookbooks. Make, I don't know, something. Get an AI boyfriend with a built-in pegging machine or something. It will be fine.
Find their person.
Yeah, I'm done at that point, bro. Too. Me too.
Is it that there are no good men left in society? Have all the good men been shipped to a different planet?
True.
Where are all the good men?
Oh, we yeeted them. Oh, lads. We vented all the good men. Fuck. All these ladies are thirsting and I vented everyone to space. Oh, no.
I'm getting too old for the drug dealers and the scammers. Like, I want a stable man. I want a good man.
They have to be out there. Those of us that are in the dating game have to believe that they're out there or we wouldn't be doing it.
I know where these men are. I actually know. They are at in their own home, in front of the computer, because they are too afraid to go out and talk to people in public, because whenever they try to address a lady in public, they get called a creep, and they get the pepper spray, and they get called the police onto themselves, and they are like, you know what? I might be alone, but at least I'm not in jail, and that's kinda nice. That's where the men are. I figured it all out.
Why aren't you looking for good women who are ready to be in a relationship and not sleep around?
I want a man that has.
Have you noticed that they are always ready to be in a relationship and not sleep around after that they were in a relationship and slept around? I'm just saying that it's always how it happens.
Has money coming in legally. He's smart as shit and could teach me some shit.
Where are all the good men that are ready and want to build a beautiful life together?
Where are all the good men?
I think after a certain amount of time, men become a little bit stoic and they find comfort in their solitude, and they just like don't want to deal with the drama anymore, and they just find hobbies, and they are just like, yeah, like it would be nice to have someone, but do I want someone to nag me and yell at me and use me and abuse me? Like, do I want a girlfriend who screams at me because I didn't take out the trash, or should I buy a Warhammer 40k figurine and paint it while watching something on the TV? You know, like, you have options. You have options, and I have a feeling that a lot of fellas are more into the painting. Yeah, new graphics card. You have cars. Yeah, really tough choice. Honestly, yeah. It's like, do you want to go like to watch a movie, or do you want to get your you want to get skinned and flayed? Honestly, it's really a tough choice.
That want to prioritize their family, their girlfriends, and the people around them that matter.
Where are all the good age-appropriate men who are still wanting...
She wants to get down. She wants those not so tight balls. That lady cursed me. Ah, I like her hair. She is very poofy. Would you? I mean, she is cute. Yeah, why not? Age appropriate. She doesn't want them really tight. She likes it a little bit loosey.
Somebody to hang out with sometimes.
What are you doing? Where are you?
Hiding from you?
It's a powerful question, and one that reflects a lot of the frustration and confusion in the modern dating scene.
It's me, Stoic the Vast from How to Train Your Dragon, and I kill dragon for a hobby.
Oh, I was wondering where my dragons are. I knew it. Prefer watching me than getting laid and arrested later. I mean, in an ideal world, you shouldn't have to get arrested. It's just, I don't know. Like, sometimes people tell me that, like, you know, I don't really know what happens in like Western countries or something. So tell me, how are the ladies where you are? Is this true? Are ladies like this? Are they too much? Are you afraid to approach them? Are you afraid that if you approach them, they are going to get you into trouble? Yeah, more or less. The West is cooked. They're crazy everywhere. Yeah, cray, very much crazy, materialistic. Yeah, so if you date someone, then that's the love is the penis. Oh no. Thank you, Hybrid. That's true. Overweight. So there is the crazy. Oh no. They are not. I'm sure it goes both ways. This dip we are in. So no, I don't leave my apartment. Well, why don't you leave your apartment? Why don't you go out and try to meet with someone and get a cute girl who would make you coffee in the morning? Some of the expectations are high. Why bother? Well, don't you want to date someone? They don't leave because loose balls. Oh, understandable. People are scary. Work, gym, sleep, nothing else is needed. Not really. You don't want... Okay. Good question. Ideally, if there would be a cute girl... Thank you, Hybrid! If there would be a cute girl who wouldn't who wouldn't do anything bad for you and you could fall in love, would you want to be in a relationship? Yes or no? It's an average cute girl. She would be lovely, wouldn't nag you too much. Of course, yeah. So with the ideal partner, you would like to be in a relationship. So it's not that like you don't want to have anyone at all. You just want to have someone who is not going to torment you. Yes, but they don't exist. That's not true. There are many ladies around who are just mildly crazy. Pretty much. That is all we want. Just give me a kind woman. Oh man. I'm sorry, but that's so sad. I hated that women's expectations are 6 feet, millionaire, daddy, muscular, abs, knows 5 languages, house, car, I don't know. And men are just like, I just want someone to be kind to me and tell me I'm loved or something. And it's just, that's it. I'm like, oh man, oh no.
But here's the thing.
Sad.
Good men aren't necessarily gone. Maybe they've stopped putting themselves out there because this is what...
Instead of dating a man who wants to split the bill with you and ask you, stop dating losers. Okay, I will still say it. If you ask someone out, whoever asks out, the other person has to pay. Especially on a first date. If you, as a guy, ask out a girl, you have to pay. If the girl asks you out, she has to pay. That's my rule. And after the first date, you are allowed to split. But the first date is sacred. The first date is for good impressions. Whoever asks out has to pay. And afterwards, once you guys are dating, it's 50-50. No, stop scaring the fellas.
I think the biggest issue nowadays is how a lot of potential partners inherently disqualify because of their excessive use of social media and associated oversharing and brain rotting. For example, unrealistic standards.
Bro. Okay, I have a question.
I think the biggest issue nowadays is how a lot of I'm looking for a man in finance trust fund, 6 feet 5 inches. Blue Eyes Finance Trust Fund, 6 feet 5 inches.
I remember that song. Oh no, I wanted to ask something, and I forgot. Oh yeah, I remembered. Okay, sorry, ADHD. I wanted to ask: have you ever tried to approach a girl, and did you ever get something along the lines of back that you're not enough in one way or another? Like you're not tall enough, you're not rich enough, you're not whatever enough. And it's like, sorry, I can't date you because you're just not enough. A lot? Yes. No. Yes. Thankfully, no. No. Yep. Oh, luckily I see a lot of nopes. The nope means that they didn't... Thank you, Hybrid! The no means luckily that you haven't been rejected, not that you haven't even tried. Yes? Never asked? Okay, that doesn't count. So I will rephrase. You can only say no if you put yourself out there. But, okay, like it doesn't count if you haven't even tried. Just friend zoned? Never approach a woman? It went the other way around. Wait. How is the other way around? Hey, Magali! Too afraid? Well, I'm 6'6" and I have a pretty face. Rejections are yet to be found. Oh, okay, Mr. Handsome. With your tall, long legs and your tight balls.
What they have to deal with.
Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills as long as I got a husband. None.
Wait, she's not going to touch... What will she not touch?
Never touch bills. As long
oh, bills. Ah. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I think if you're married, things should be 50-50. Like, whatever expenses you have, this is how I imagine an ideal marriage. You have your own account, the guy has his own account, but there is a together account, right? And every month, both of you put money, the same amount of money, or like, you know, maybe if you get less salary and it's dramatically less, then percentage-wise, roughly the same amount of money. And then whenever you spend on something that is for the both of you, right? Like, oh, you have to fix the car. Who is using the car? Both of you. Then it's a together expense. Or you guys go out for a date and you use the together card and you spend out of that, right? And if you want to buy some stupid thing for yourself, like a lovely high quality lamp, then you don't use your husband's money for it, but you can have your own money for it, you know? I think that's probably the best way to avoid any kind of like, oh, she's just here for me with the money, right? This genius. I think that's how it should be. Hey, Elias.
I really ask a girl out. Have better things to do. Scams.
Scoot, if they would just agree to that, you won't believe how many problems that would solve. I think, I don't know. If I would have a relationship, like a marriage, I think that's how I would want to go about it. I would feel incredibly awful if I would have to use someone's money, but I would also not want them to use my money. You know? My balls!
As long as I got a husband. None.
You see how I don't date broke men? Very mindful, very demure.
You want to get him to be all interested in you? Get him to spend money. That's how you know that, oh yeah, he's going to be invested.
Instead of dating... Well, to be fair, when men are interested, they do spend money on you. That's like part of their courting ritual, that they buy you flowers and chocolate and whatever. But you can't expect that to go all the way. Like, you know, I find it funny that women are like, hey, we want equal pay, but also men has to be richer than us. But if you force women into literally every profession men are, and the pays are always the same, then how are men supposed to earn more? I'm not saying that women should get paid less. I'm not sure, like, should men have 2 jobs with 2 salaries? Or like, how? I think people should stop giving up on that men have to earn more. Like, if, let's say, you earn 100k and the guy has 100k, then that's good,
Lost
no?
cost fallacy, that what she referring to.
Okay, stop talking to me about fancy things that I don't understand. 200% of work, they don't think that hard. I don't understand the logic in this. Like, ideally, don't get me wrong, like, how cool it would be always to date a CEO, but it's not realistic, you know?
Being a man who wants to split the bill with you and asks you, what do you bring to the table? Date a high-value provider who would absolutely feel so emasculated if he ever asked his date to pay.
If your man pays for your company, you're a hooker. You're not a girlfriend. You're just a paid escort. Thank you, Hybrid! Leave my bagel alone. What the hell? But yeah, it's like an escort, because like a girlfriend would love you and stay with you for you, but these girls want to be paid. Not every hole is a goal. Leave my bagel alone.
I'm not like you other girls. I don't go 50-50 with a man.
But why not? Why is it bad to be 50? Okay, this might be, listen, it might be because I'm from a broke-ass country, okay? But every time I had a boyfriend, we always went 50-50. So for me, I never dated anyone. I'm sorry, I always dated broke people, according to this lady, because we always went 50-50. So 0 times. Shut the fuck up. I had boyfriends. Yes, I did. Okay, it was good times and it was amazing times. You were able to afford that. Okay, like, I'm not going to... You guys are whores. Okay, shut the fuck up. You guys are whores. Rice purity test. I'm not doing that again. The last time all of you laughed at me. Dating sims don't count. I'm banning everyone.
A man picks me up. I don't drive to see a man. A man pays for my Uber.
Some of your friends are probably deep into relationships with dusty poor men, but you have the chance to marry rich.
And that...
Are you guys dusty, old man? What Why dusty? So mean. Take a shower. Ew, stinky. I'm just old. Take a shower.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why the dating market is screwed. Women have these high standards, but will they drop them to get a man?
They will, once they will reach the other video ladies' age, like 40 and 50, they will not care. No, I believe that once they will realize that they have to drop it, they will drop it.
Of course they won't.
My favorite is when people are like, oh, you're gonna die alone. If you don't drop those standards, your standards are too high, you're gonna die alone. Bitch, I'll die right now.
Bro. She's kind of hot though. That's why she says the crazy things, because she's hot. You know? It's always the hot ones who are crazy. Crazy hot. Yeah, it's because no one would ever say no to her because she's that beautiful.
I'm gonna have
But she's also... This lady is very intense. What is wrong with her eyes? How does she have such a piercing look? My goodness. She's incredibly intense. Anime eyes? Dude.
I'm gonna have boundaries. I'm not settling.
You're better off single with high standards than in a relationship settling for less.
I'm not gonna settle. I don't want to lower my standards or accept.
I would love to hear what the standards are. Because if it's just all materialistic shit, then they deserve to be alone. If it's like, okay, I want my guy to be loyal and kind and patient and, you know, like never hurt me, never yell at me, have patience when I am an idiot or something, then I would be like, yeah, sure. Those standards you don't have to drop. That's like the bare minimum. 70 feet, nah.
It's less than I deserve because I would rather be alone.
Like, the opportunities are endless. The men are endless. Like, we...
Endless men? Really? Endless men? Where? We are endless. Lads, you guys are endless. Hello? It's raining men? Where? Apparently somewhere.
We can actually make anything our reality, and once you tap into that thinking and that's how you start thinking, you will be happier.
Is this hoe math? Is this girl math? You have to delude yourself thinking that you have endless amount of choices and you bounce from one guy to the other because you can always do better, and then you realize that oopsie, it's not endless at all. She says that because she's still very young and pretty. I'm not sure if she will say that when she's like 40 or 50 and only Botox holds her together.
I'll die prematurely. I'll die today. Today.
She needs a therapist. Lads, she needs a therapist.
Before I drop my standards.
Dude, why is it always the crazy how... She needs a therapist.
Now, is there a problem if a woman has high standards? No. Anyone can live how they please, because it is their life. But the issue I have with their standards is that they complain later in life about how they are no good men and end up like this crying on the internet.
I'm 53.
Yeah.
And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here and it has been several years. I think it was over a year that I had a date, and then it's been several years since then.
Like, I would have loved to date someone for 2-3 years, get engaged for a year, and then live married life without kids for like 3 or 4. But the reality is, because I'm 32 and if I want kids and stuff.
I didn't think she was 32. I thought she might be a little bit on the older side.
I will probably have a much shorter time.
32 is still young. You're like barely out of your 20s. What are you talking about?
Timeline, and that makes me sad.
I also feel like I'm getting older, and it's like I have to put some effort into dating, or I'm just gonna be alone forever.
Do you know what she means by effort? I know what she means by effort. It's like when the guy is trying to strike up a conversation and the girls are like, yeah, no, maybe. And these are the answers that you get. Like, she actually has to form sentences. That's the effort you have to do.
But now I'm just honestly getting to a...
That's your girlfriend? You have a girlfriend? We have a girlfriend. We have a community girlfriend, fellas. Okay, yeah. True.
I'm just gonna be the single aunt.
So
honestly, I absolutely feel you guys. How it feels to have like a girl just like saying the yes, no, he, and that's it. Because sometimes when I talk to girls, I realize that that's what I get. Like, I am writing sentences and asking questions about them, and they would never ask me back. And they never form sentence. If I don't carry the conversation, then the conversation dies. And it's like I have to decide, like, do I want to put all this effort into having a conversation? Or do I just want to leave it and I will just boot up a game instead? Right? Most people are like, that's not true. I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I talk to a guy, they are always yepsters. They always bring up some random bullshit that we could talk about. So this is a strictly female thing. I noticed that it's a little bit harder to talk to the ladies and keep their attention span going, you know? That's because you're a pretty girl? No, I'm a 57-year-old man. What are you talking about?
At what point do you just accept being single forever? I don't know.
Look, it's tough, but the truth is, sometimes women have to lower their standards a bit if they want to find a good man. Most men just don't fit all the dating rules you all have.
What is the 666 rule?
666 rule. Is it like summoning the demons at 3 a.m. to get a hot daddy demon? You can... an incubus sort of thing? 6 feet, 6 abs, 6 figures? What? There is a rule for that? How do you know?
6 foot tall.
Makes 6 figures.
Yes. 6 inches. If you're...
Wait. Wait, 6 foot tall. So it wasn't the abs, it was about the... Close. Close. We were close, gentlemen. We were close.
Single woman and you're trying to date, you are looking for probably these qualities in a man.
In the U.S., 14.5% of all men are 6 feet or over.
Damn. Shit.
So
good luck.
Tough there already.
Tough.
Just on the height alone, that's tough. 17% of American men make over $100,000. Okay, at 6 inches, you're in the top.
You like random things.
Yeah.
Here is a random fact. Identical twins don't have the same fingerprints.
Yeah.
You can't blame your crimes on your twin, after all.
What?
This is because environmental factors during development in the womb, umbilical cord length, position in the womb, and
I skip. Why double? Because my VTS plug doesn't work and my now I skip button doesn't work either. But I don't have a twin. I guess I cannot have my crimes on it. Wait, I just realized, why is there a German BMW article behind this guy? What? BMW Automobile Fahrwerk by Carrozzeria? For the lols?
Top 15th percentile.
Damn.
So you're looking for somebody who's in the top 15%.
I actually am unwilling to believe it, that this is what actually people want. I am unwilling to believe it that this is the majority of women, the 666 thing, like have 6 inches and 6 abs and 6 whatever. It's just a trend. Like, no, it cannot be. This is just probably the idiotic loud majority, right? It is though. Is it really though? 6 dicks, 6 figures, 6 balls. It's in. Where are the normal people? There must be still normal people. Delusion is strong. Oh man.
Percent of dick size. Top 17% of annual salary, and top 14% of height.
Why do I feel like those are so low? Because I feel like there's so many out there.
Feelings are different than reality, and the truth is...
Damn! God, I am identifying as a t-shirt from now on. My goodness. Damn. I mean, what? Yeah, listen. Yeah. Damn. Dude, I want my mental to be as strong as like the connecting tissue around here. If I will ever reach that, I will be happy.
Women's feelings often paint a picture that doesn't fully align with what's actually happening.
I hate to say this, but I think that women have to lower their standards.
Ooh. Yes. No, they have to lower the crazy standard. They have to lower the stupid TikTok standard. That's what they have to lower. Like, everyone wants to date a rich, handsome CEO daddy. And let's be real, there isn't that many CEO daddies.
There's not a girl on this panel or on the
Okay, we are not talking about you. I don't like this guy.
planet today who couldn't walk outside and find a man who's going to be nice to her, loyal to her, and make her his queen. Women don't want that.
The amount of
I don't like him. I'm gonna be honest with you, Andrew Tate sometimes have some alright takes, but he's so angry and pushy about it, and he's just generally an awful person that it's kind of hard to take it seriously, even if he doesn't say something bullshit.
chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are like wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic.
Tate has some alright takes because even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Wow. Wow.
Tate. They'll sit there and go, no, I want Chris Brown. And then they'll go try to get Chris Brown. Then Chris Brown will cheat. And they'll be like, I can't believe he cheated. I am devastated. Well, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? If I go to the car garage, right, you have to make a decision what you truly want in your life. If you truly want to just find a man who's going to look after you and take care of you, you're going to be his queen, he's going to be loyal, you can find that all day, but you're going to have to settle to a degree where a lot of women perhaps are not prepared to do that.
So I'll have conversations with my friends, and they'll say things like, oh, like, you know, I want him to make like at least $200,000 a year. Like,
bro, 200K is a lot. Am I being Delulu? That's like fucking insane. At least. That's like a lot of money. No, it's a lot, right? Like, that's a huge amount of money. Wait, where's my math is absolutely atrocious. I'm sorry, but I am suffering from being European and I calculate everything by month. Like, the yearly doesn't say anything to me. So for that, you have to make 16,000 and almost 700 a singular month. 16. Isn't that like 8 to 9 times the average salary? Same school, yeah. Yeah, that's like, you just have to make like roughly 10 times more than what you already do in a month, and then you will be there. The average is 40K. Oh, GG. 12 times 3,000 is kind of the average. Well, depending on your job. Like, I thought that last time I said 2K monthly salary is a normal, and you guys scolded me for saying that it's too much. So now I'm calculating roughly 1.6 monthly salary. 2K is too little. Last time you guys took a jab at me, okay? So now I'm lowering my standards. But still, even if we calculate with a 2K average salary, that's still depends on the country. I was thinking about Germany.
at minimum, he has to be in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really like a guy with a six-pack.
Bro. The beer. She means the beer. She means the Bud Light.
I love a guy who's like 6'2". I need to go with
6'2", not even 6 anymore. 6'2". How tall is 6'2"? Is that like 190 something centimeter? That must be like borderline 2 meter. Do you want a guy with scoliosis and like all kinds of like back issues? Bro. Also, tall people die faster. 185, 190. Good luck, dude. Why are you so tall?
like a full head of hair. Like, I can't do bald guys.
Bald.
Every single time you throw a new specification into what you desire, the only person that fits within the parameters of
I'm sorry, bald fellas, but the bulge is out of it. Damn.
what you are looking for exists in your fucking dreams.
They'd rather chase a fraction of a real G's time than have 100% of the time of a fucking dude who they don't
It's not that we're tall, 183 centimeters BTW, but you're tiny Pocato point.
I am not tiny. Shut the fuck up. I'm perfectly the normal size.
Respect at that level. And it's kind of like going to a car dealership. You walk in there, if you want reliability, you can get a Nissan. But if you want to get a Ferrari, it comes with headaches. It's going to come with problems. So when girls say to me, "Oh, you know what, Andrew, you should be loyal to that," men like me don't have to be.
No,
I was with him till the last sentence. I was like, yeah, I sort of see where he's coming from, but then he dropped the men like me don't have to be, because according to him, I guess he's clearly superior, and I was just like, yeah, no. Never mind. Ew. What did he say? He said that he's so cool and he's so amazing that he doesn't have to be loyal. He's just, I guess, a god amongst men, according to him. I don't know, man. I would rather just die in a house fire, I guess, than touch that man, but,
I've had girlfriends tell me, like, oh my god, no, he's great, this and that, like, but I can't do a short king. So you're telling me you found a guy that's, like, not bad looking.
Yeah.
Has a great job with benefits, like, financially stable, comes from a great family, and you can't do it because his legs aren't long enough? Like, you bitches are out of your minds.
And it's
okay, but what about his balls? Were his balls tight enough? Because that can be a great compensation, actually.
crazy how many young women today seem to be following in the footsteps of the older women shown in this video. Many don't realize the gravity of their choices until their window for having biological children is nearly closed. By the time they wake up to this reality, starting a family often becomes risky.
Yet again, I have to say it. I don't think that guys are that keen on. Not everyone. Of course, sometimes guys are like, "Oh, I really want to have a family, and it would be nice to have a kid." But I don't think I ever met a guy who was like, "Yep, I have to have kids." Like it's usually the girls who are like, "Yeah, I want the diamond. I want to have a big wedding, and then I want to have like 3 children, and I want to stay home and stay a stay-at-home mom." I know a few, but like 2%. Yeah, it's not impossible, but rare. More on the rarer side. I think guys would be more interested if they didn't have to think of the finances. But I guess, would be not. Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. With the right partner, maybe. I don't know. I will lay an egg inside you. As a dude, I will have kids. Is it gonna be like that movie with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, the junior, when Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant by Danny DeVito? Because if so, can I watch? I really treasure that movie in my heart, and I would love to observe. Yeah. It would be amazing, please.
Since turning 40, I've been wondering if I'm still fertile. And
yeah, you probably are. My cousin gave birth to her first child at 39 and the second one 41. So you're probably still fine-ish. Yeah, sorry, numbers.
Looked on a quick Google search will tell you that you have like a 5% chance each cycle. Well, I fucked around and we're about to find out.
Ooh. Okay. Prega, nana. Is that her pee? That's not her pee, right? Ew. That's water. It's white. But she's greganante.
Oh, wow.
She's greganante.
All right, so all you ladies wondering if you can still get pregnant at 40 on the first try. I still got it.
She washed it, that's water. Yeah, it is. To be fair, like, there are people who get pregnant even at like 50 or 60, or, so there are like wild. I don't think getting pregnant at 40 is that wild anymore.
Months later.
Hey guys, so a couple days ago, I started feeling really intense cramps. And
oh no. Oh, we jinxed it. Oh no.
And I know that.
Although, to be fair, having a short cervix is not because she's old. That's just how you are. That's why my mother couldn't get pregnant, actually. That was her diagnosis too. Like, my mom had a husband before my dad, and they tried it for years, and there was nothing. And she went to the doctor, and they said that she can never have children because she has a short cervix. And then, you know, cha-chang, here I am.
Can sometimes be normal in the first, second trimester.
Kind of sad, though.
But they just kept getting worse and worse to the point where I started to wail. And I was texting my friend who has had a couple miscarriages. She said, "You're gonna have a miscarriage. You need to get to the hospital's labor and delivery unit." And I'm like, "You can just walk in?" Like, I didn't even know how to deal with the situation.
In no way, shape, or form is this video making light of her situation, but this clip was added to highlight reality. The sooner a woman focuses on finding a partner who aligns with her values.
Oh, this doesn't matter how old she is. She had a short cervix even before. It's not like your cervix like loses an inch each year you get older, you know? As like by the time you're 60, it's barely like a centimeter in.
Values and character, rather than prioritizing superficial qualities like height, for example.
She would know that at 20? Well, I guess. I'm surprised she doesn't know. Wouldn't they know that like during like an ultrasound check or something? They said that I have a long cervix. I know because they shoved the ultrasound up into my bum and they were like, "Yeah, damn girl, that's some nice long cervix you have there." Yeah, it's pretty long, not to flex, but...
Example, which I covered in the previous video, the better it is for her future and for society as a whole.
That's true.
This has been the reality of older women in dating.
Humble
Please
brag,
like the
that's
video
me.
and subscribe if you haven't already. Now to answer the question of where are all the good men?
They're in World of Warcraft or Marvel Rivals or... Okay, they are acceptable men, League of Legends. Kinda.
May I present this?
Yeah, they are in Monster Hunter.
Where are all the good men? Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, ladies, but they're done. They've walked away from today's modern women. They're done with dating, done with marriage, done with relationships.
And why have these good men removed themselves from the dating pool? Well, unfortunately, chances are it's because women, when you dated that shitty guy, you may have adopted some traumas. And then when you dated that good guy, you didn't know how to treat him right, how to respect him, how to deal with a good guy. And you pass those traumas.
I hate the phrase good guy because now I just think about the Redditors. The nice guy. I'm a nice guy, actually.
Along to this good guy.
No, the real reason
need a
they're
new
leaving
phrase.
is because they don't see a point in relationships anymore. Because there is no point in relationships for today's men. They're expected to give while getting nothing in return.
And what if the...
I can cook. I can bake. I will not fold the laundry, but I am good at other things, actually. I can give.
good men done? They've just removed themselves from the
I have a fat ass. How about that?
dating pool entirely. They've tightened their circles, they've figured
Let's
out how to be
go.
comfortable with themselves, and they're not looking for anyone anymore.
Sold.
They're the ones who are at home on the weekends, they're the ones who are at the gym and just living
Easy.
their own quiet life. And that is why modern day dating has become so difficult, because the women are looking for the good men, but the good men have been hurt and removed themselves from the dating pool, and now you're stuck with the single men who are menaces, who are not looking to be good men because they know they can just keep running this cycle of treating women poorly and then moving on to the next woman and treating women poorly. And unfortunately, that is the debacle of the modern day dating sphere and why it's become so difficult.
You want the good guys now.
So we should make like a dating app, but like you have to prove it that you're like kind of like a hikikomori. That you're actually like a good guy, but you just like you're done. And it's like you have to list up your gamer credentials. We have to see whether you can stand in PoE as a hardcore character, or are you just going to standard? You know?
Now, only after you've been to a couple bad ones.
They've been told time and again that they aren't needed, aren't wanted, aren't necessary.
That's true.
And that they should just go away and leave women alone. And ladies, we've heard you loud and clear. Men are done with never being acknowledged, let alone appreciated for all that they do. So if you're wondering why all the men have walked away, there's your reasons.
That's true. If you keep telling them to go away, then, you know, they will go away eventually. What can you do? They said we don't need men, we have toys. Bro, who said that? Who said that? We have toys. Excuse me? Real as fuck? That's just sad.